Hey everyone, today we are looking at some Blitz teams that I have slap-chopped basically, or Slapchop 2.0 as some people will call it, because these are not fully just plain old bog standard Slapchop. I don't like just the plain old bog standard, just slap it on there and leave it be. I like to actually use it as the base and then build some certain areas up which will highlight better basically. So if we have a look first at these ones that I've already done a video on these, right? So the main slap chop that I used was doing the dry brushing as always, and then the greens, the blacks, the blues here on the leggings or whatever they are, the skin and the armor itself, they were all done slap chop style. Now the skin I highlighted back up with some army painter paints, and I also highlighted back up the armor because I just preferred that method, so leaving it in the recesses basically. I just only preferred that. The slap chop itself on those areas didn't look good, but the rest of it is fine. I think darker colours work better for the slap chop technique, like that blue look. It highlights some of the areas up the top where it's gone over the white obviously, and then you got the green there. As you can see, there's lighter areas in the green. Then for the metallics, I just did the metallics and then used a bit of the Retributor gold. I think that was what I used for the gold. Retributor gold, and then used Guilliman flesh over the top of it. I think that's what I went for. I don't know, I can't remember. I got a painting tutorial on it if you want to know how I paint these up. It's all there. And for most of them, that is basically what I went for. So as you can see, if you'd have left this fully slap chop, a lot of the purple areas would have been too dark and a lot of the skin would have been naff, in all honesty. And so that's why I went over the purple and the skin, just to bring it back up and make it look better. I actually think these work just like that. Now, goblins. So we take the troll here. The troll is completely slap chopped. All I did was I went back over some of these areas of bone on the spikes. That was literally all I did for the slap chop method. The orc skin as well, as you can see, that was all that happened, and also picked out the wire or fusing, whatever it is, stitching on the ball basically. So other than that, that works, right? I actually think that ended up being very, very good. I think I used Athematic blue from Contrast, and that seemed to go on really, really well for the skin areas, and it looks really, really nice. I think I'm still in debates over which one is better, whether it's the Contrast that's better or the Army Painter. I actually do really want to try the Vallejo range when they eventually come out. But as you can see, this is the Goblin, and the Goblin, again, these were painted up so fast because they were just literally contrast. So it's a black and yellow, obviously Pittsburgh Steelers, and then, yeah, just got the extra highlights on the green. There might be some greens that I forgot. I think a couple of the arms I completely forgot to re-highlight them, but it works. Looks shaded, it's fine. Goblins, absolutely great. They painted up so nice, they did, and almost fully contrast. They looked a lot better. It was just the skin letting them down. Then we go on to the Wood Elves. Now, This is the War Dancer. So a lot of the skin areas, again, I just brought them back up. But in terms of the white, this is dry brushed. So the white, I think, looks better when it is just left to dry brush. I didn't bother with a white on the contrast. I don't like it. It leaves like a blue effect from what I've seen. So yeah, I just literally left the dry brush in white because these are basically like a Real Madrid type colours. So it's very white, very blue. That's what I wanted to go for. All the rest of it is just pure contrast. So the hair and that I actually quite like the look of some of the hairs. So we've got like a blonde effect on some of the hairs, and some of the models, as you can see, with these skin lycra suits that they've got on, it looks reasonably well when just dry brushed. That's where I left it. I didn't think anything needed to be done. There is a little bit of overflow in certain areas, like as you can see right there, but once you're at that distance you barely notice it, and it works fine. The blue also, I used the Army Painter blue, can't remember what it's called, but I used an Army Painter blue and I actually really like that. It looks quite like a royal blue type thing. Some of these though, they're meant to have lycra suits on, but when I did the wash over the faceplates, the contrast over the faceplates, it seeped all into his white shirt, so I just made him look shirtless, topless. I think it looks fine. Got like a white or dirty blonde type look going on there. That's using the Xandri Dust type contrast, and then I opted for a bit of purple on his hair just to make him stand out a little bit better. But as you can see, the dry brushing, if you're going for the white effect, I actually think dry brushing looks a lot nicer when utilising white rather than utilising something else, basically. I think these are red heads here. Yeah, like a bit of fire red or like an orange type thing. They're the Irish or Scottish ones, the Wood Elves, basically. But I think it looks quite nice. I really like how the Wood Elves have actually come out. So that is all my Blitzball teams that I've got left. I am hoping to pick some more teams up, maybe through trading away the sprues for these. Hoping to pick up some of the other teams that I've not got. So I need an Undead, I need a Lizardman, I need... yeah, I think that's it, isn't it? Halflings. I think there's just those three. So I'm hoping to trade these sprues away, because you only need the 3 sprues, don't you? And try and pick those up in trades. I have a corn team now that is done. I have been able to just utilise models that I've done before. So there we have it. Thanks for watching.